Are we live in the building, man? Are we live? Are we live in the building? I think it's still setting up the stream real quick. Let me fix my audio, man, because it's been bugging with my audio lately. Another Giants L, man. I don't know why it's. Apologize to anyone who's in the stream right now, man. I don't know why it's not picking up my mic. Technical difficulties, man. As we loading up, Giants fall to 2-7 record. Testing. I think we're good now. Or not. No, it does not sound right. What is happening, man? For anyone that was on the live stream with Rio, the microphone did this too, and I'm not a fan of the reason why. Shaq, what's going on, my guy? What's going on? What's going on with this team, man? I'm asking myself that, man. The Giants fall to a 2-7 record. I apologize for the microphone error. I think we're good now. Now we should be good. Testing. Let me know in the chat if we're good in the mic. Let me know. There we go. Yeah, man. Giants fall to 2-7. And it's officially that season, y'all. It's officially that season. Time to start talking about quarterbacks. Time to start talking about all these things. Once again, did I imagine this team's gonna win? I didn't. I was feeling like there was a chance this morning. I woke up on this nice Sunday morning. You know, I went out. I just actually came home from a little pumpkin patch with my wife because you know Giants doesn't overrule what happens on Sundays now, especially with this record. And yeah, Giants follow the Commanders. 2-7, taking on the Panthers. Appreciate you, Shaq. Shaq saying I'm calling it 2-8. Man, if we fall to 2-8, it's only helping our draft stock. That's where we're at, guys. That's where we're at, guys. Let me turn this up. Like I said, I literally just got home just now. But I did watch the game. I did turn on the game a bit. Was able to tune in. I can tell you a lot of the good, which is not much. A lot of the bad. Defense seems like it's starting to quit, y'all. I'm not going to lie. The defense is seeming like it's starting to quit. The team that leads the league in sacks did not get a single sack today. Not get a single sack. And credit to the defense, man. They've been playing their hearts out all through the season so far. You know, 10 games in or 9 games in. And the team that leads the league in sacks, once again, I'm telling you, doesn't get a sack. Offense, I know the score looks a lot closer than it did. They obviously had a chance at the end overall in that last quarter, but it just felt like it was over with 6 minutes left. I mean, let's talk about those 2-point conversions that kind of gave us no chance in either of them. The first one, everyone's covered. That second one, though, when they showed the replay on that and only 3 guys are going out for routes, 3 guys were max protecting, man, there's not too much to hang our hats on this Giants team right now, y'all. Let me know in the chat, man, how we feeling? How we feeling after this L to the Commanders, man? Like I said, if you caught me on the chat with Rio Robinson, man, I was just saying I want my team to win. I root for my team every Sunday. I don't care. Yes, I want them to get a quarterback. I still want them to draft the quarterback, but I still root for them every single Sunday. I just don't want to get embarrassed. And week in and week out, we still get embarrassed. We still do. We still do, man. DJ needs to get benched. I spoke on him, man. This definitely should be his last game starting. And he didn't have the worst game ever, but the point is we're not winning games. Just throw someone else out there. This team's going to look to try to win. Like, these players are going to try to win every Sunday. Give your team something else to fight for. DJ has not given them anything. He really has not. Just run it. I agree. We had a better chance on running it with Tyrone Tracy. Way better chance. Defense was kind of bad. I mean, we had no sacks. That's what I'm saying, Ryan. Appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate everyone that's in the chat right now, man. Like the stream and say what's up in the chat. We read every single chat in here. And, yeah, man. Like I was saying on the defense side, no sacks. Once again, it kind of feels like they're quitting a bit because when you see also completely, missed plays where DBs are letting guys run wide open. I mean, even think about that last play on the last drive with Zacchaeus. Where he's wide open. We force him into second and long. They throw the ball, which in my opinion, they let us off the hook because if you force it incompletion, now it's third and long, clock stops, you have some momentum. But they run some type of concept that I think Tyler Newman was the guy in coverage that messed it up, man. Completely wide open. And here we are. We're too bad to make mistakes and still try to win these games. The DJ fumble that leads to a touchdown on the other side, bad football. A lot of people are critiquing the offensive lineman, obviously, for letting him run wide open. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that if I'm the quarterback, I'm not fumbling that ball. But some people, including myself, take the sack. Take the sack, live to see another day. If DJ takes that sack from that tackle, because once again, he was trying to throw the ball. If you tuck that ball, you get sacked. It's not happening. You're not fumbling the ball. You take the sack, live to see another day. Who knows what else would have happened on that drive? I believe we're already in field goal range or on the fringe of it. Who knows what would have happened? On the other side, it's super early in the game, but once again, you can't shoot yourself in the foot and expect to come back. This team is not good enough to do that. Not good enough. Those 2 points should have been runs. I agree. Ryan saying I'm still confused on why we went for 2 the first time. Going for 2 the first time was weird. It was weird. And the broadcast touched on it where obviously if you get it, we're talking great things about you. If you don't get it, then here we are critiquing you. If we were to make that 2-pointer only down by 6, hopefully the defense stops them. We go down the field, we score a touchdown, and we take the lead off of an extra point. But in that case as well, when you miss, next time you score, you got to go for 2, and that's exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. This offense, the Giants offense is not good enough to once again bet on going and scoring a touchdown again, especially going for 2 again. It's tough. Go for the extra point. At least the next time, if you were to stop the defense, stop them with your defense. You go down the field and you kick for the extra point and tie the game. Making it hard on us, man. So the Giants in at 2-7. Once again, speaking on the game overall, I think the defense let us down. The offense is obviously lackluster. Brian Daboll, I find it really hard to keep Brian Daboll after the season, y'all. I do. Let me know in the chat if I'm bugging. I just feel like it's going to be really hard to keep this man as our coach, and not saying I really want to, because I'm going to be honest, man. I'm split. I'm split as in we can go either way. Keep him, whatever. Go without him. I'm cool with that too. I really have no issue if we move on from Brian Daboll. Because at this point, once again, this team is reeling. We lost 4 straight. Who knows how much it can get longer, man. If the Panthers go shock us next week, when's the next win that's going to be on our schedule? And as a head coach that's trying to win week in and week out, if you lose 6, 7, 8 games in a row, how do you keep this guy around? How do you keep a head coach like that around? And I don't care about the quarterback. I don't care about the offensive line. I don't care about none of those things. As a coach, you try to put your best foot forward and win these games. If he ain't winning you games, you can't keep him around. The same way we want to critique Daniel Jones. The same way. We can't go through the rest of the season not winning games and feeling like Daniel Jones is the main guy to blame, which he is. I still believe Daniel Jones is still the main guy to blame. Daniel Jones is the main guy to blame. Get rid of him. Keep the head coach with a 2-win team. In your third year in this coaching staff. There's no way. There's no way I see that happening. Seeing, these players potentially playing their last games as a Giant, I think Azeez is definitely on the way out. I don't see a way, and we're keeping Azeez Ojulari. We should just ship him off for anything. Darius Slayton is the only player that I don't want to ship him off for anything because, once again, if this offense is without Darius Slayton as well, I mean, what is it? But Azeez, with Kayvon Thibodeau coming back, There's no reason to really hold on to him. Get anything you can before this man leaves in free agency because I don't see us re-signing him. Now, I seen people speaking on it. If you let him leave in free agency, you get a comp pick back. But is that comp pick going to net more than what you can trade him for now? That's got to be the question. That's got to be the question. And if the answer is no, then trade him right now. Trade him right now for whatever it is. There's no reason we're holding on to assets. We need to gain more assets. Now we cannot keep Dable. I agree, Ryan. I agree, man. Shout out to the Commanders, man. Commanders are 7-2 at top of the NFC East. I believe the Cowboys lost today. I haven't even got a chance to check on everybody else around the league, to be honest. I haven't really got a chance to check on everybody else around the league. Panthers beat the Saints. Hey, the Giants should go out and lose to the Panthers next week. The Panthers went out and won a game. They messed up. Giants lose to the Panthers next week. We could even jump them at the end of the season. This is what we're rooting for now, y'all. This is what we are rooting for. But I did not expect the Panthers to go win that game against the Saints. Shout out to them. Bills got it done late against the Dolphins. Chargers spanked the Browns. Titans got it done against the Patriots. That's a good piece as well. Hey, go Titans. Bengals laid it on the Raiders. Cowboys in Cowboys fashion made it a game towards the end, but we all know that game wasn't a close game. And the Ravens spanked the Broncos. Listen, two teams that potentially were worse than us, record-wise, team-wise, all that good stuff, won today. The Titans and the Panthers. Patriots are worse than us, I think statistically, with their record, but they're not going to be drafting a quarterback. That helps us for our sake, man. That helps us for our sake. We did beat the Browns, but who knows? Agent 00 is going on. He says 2-point theory is 50-50 chance to make it. If you have two opportunities to make a 2-point conversion and convert it all, you don't deserve at all. You don't deserve to win the game. I agree 100% with this one, man. I agree 100% with this one. That cheer sounds crazy. We're going to rock on this shit from here on out. Yeah, man. I think wholeheartedly, regardless of the code convert or not, man, in Giants fashion, man, did we expect to go win that game? Let's be honest with ourselves. Did we expect to go win that game? We didn't. We did not. With our quarterback, with the way our offense was playing. I mean, y'all, our quarterback had 0 yards at the end of the first half. 0 passing yards. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I'm pretty sure on that. I'm gonna pull it up to confirm. What the TikTok? What else can we speak on this team, man? Like week in and week out, it's the same thing. Daniel Jones first half. Yeah. Cooked, man. Steven, what's going on? What's going on, man? Let me show my screen real quick. Yeah. Daniel Jones, first half. 4 for 6, 0 yards, 1 touchdown. This is a real stat, y'all. This is a real stat. I should just leave this here. I should just stream like this the rest of the time. The rest of the time. The rest of the time, I should just stream like this, y'all. Because this is crazy. This is crazy. I know what it was in the second half. He actually had 2 passing touchdowns. Shout out to Daniel Jones. First time since the contract that he scored a touchdown in our home stadium. And he threw 2 passing touchdowns. 2 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. Whoever had him in fantasy, which I would imagine is nobody. Shout out to them. But I'm gonna just leave this up there, y'all. Y'all let me know your reactions down in the chat. We'll sit here and vibe out as we speak of the future of this team. Once again, 2-7. You look at the Panthers winning today. You look at the Titans winning to get today. Helps our chances. Our teams that need a quarterback. I mean, some people might argue Will Levis is their quarterback for the Titans. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that. I think they'll draft the quarterback at the top. I really think they will. But it's getting to that time, y'all. 2-7 start is sick. 2-7 start is sick, y'all. And we sit here and do this every week. We sit here and do this every week, man. There's any positives as we pull up the box score real quick. I believe Tyrone Tracy might have had a good game on the ground today. 66 yards. I mean, we were running the ball heavy in the second half. I mean, first half. Second half, we kind of deviated because we were down 21-7. How we feeling on Deonte Banks? How we feeling on Deonte Banks? I gotta imagine we're all kind of down on him, right? I have to imagine. As I pull it up here, man. Tyrone Tracy, 66 yards on the ground, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns for Daniel Jones. I mean, I understand 20 for 26, and some people are going to look at that and be like, he did everything he can. If that's everything he can, like I said, we need to look elsewhere, y'all. We need to look elsewhere. I'm going to have to. How much more can we take? How much more can we take? League neighbors. My guy had 59 yards, 9 receptions for 59 yards, no tuds. Theo Johnson had himself a touchdown. Shout out to him, first touchdown of the day. Or should I say first touchdown of his career. Slayton, 3 receptions, 49 yards. You got Tyrone Tracy and Wandale at the bottom. Giants fall to 2-7, man. Giant fall to 2-7. Steven on Deonte Banks. DB2, not a DB1. Hashtag Banks are open on Sundays. Banks are open on Sundays, man. Banks are open on Sundays. Well, what's the stat line? Receiving. I mean, McLaurin only had 2 catches, but 2 of those catches happen to be touchdowns, man. I'm not going to sit here and talk about the yards. He had 2 touchdowns on Deonte Banks' head, man. I hate that we seen Justin Jefferson run that slant play on us week 1. No, don't make any adjustments on it. Terry McLaurin does the same thing in this week and gets a touchdown. That second one, flat out bad. Flat out bad. Omega, what's happening, man? He says, what's good, Juke, and my fellow G-Men fans in the chat? Yeah, man, it's quiet on this end, man. Because it's just not, there's not too much to say anymore. There's really not. There's not too much to touch on. There's not too much to root for. Like I said, as I took myself out of the stream, right now, we're officially in that QB season, man. I'm looking to see what Brian Daboll says in his post game. Make sure I have Twitter pulled up on that. I'm looking to see what Brian Daboll got to say. Because, yeah. In the end, I just said make enough plays to get the outcome we want. That's what Brian Daboll said. Just didn't make enough plays to get the outcome that we want. And going for it on 2, down 14, it was an analytics-based decision. Analytics. That's what we're leaning on. A lot of people are. I'm not going to sit here and sound dumb and say that nobody uses analytics, but I don't know, man. Embrace the tank. Also, our defense can't make a play on the ball. No picks for 2 months. And let's be honest, the only pick that we got is a ball popped up in the air by Dexter Lawrence. It's our only pick through 9 weeks. We turn the ball over and we don't force turnovers. We got a couple forced fumbles, but we turn the ball over and we don't force turnovers. Can't win games like that. Can't win games like that. Tidgy was good. Jake was good, by the way. I don't like DJ, but man, we have to stop blaming him. We have to blame the secondary for this season. Some people don't like blaming DJ, but I think you can't blame the secondary for the whole season. And let's be honest, DJ right now, we're sitting at 2 wins on the season, 2-7. No matter how good, no matter how bad DJ looks, overall, this team is not heading in the right direction with him. So if you want to win games, go start somebody else. Whoever's embracing the tank, trust me, we probably want to throw DJ out there. Want to know why we can't force turnovers? We let go of X. My guy has 6 interceptions himself. Joe Shane looks worse and worse every week with moves like that. Saquon Barkley just scored a touchdown for the Eagles. Worse and worse throughout the year, man. How many touchdowns does Saquon Barkley have? I don't want to be talking on Saquon Barkley, but how many touchdowns does this man have, man? Because if it gets to a point where he has more touchdowns than our whole offense, it's gonna get scary. It's gonna get scary to speak on. Defensive coordinator has to fix the run defense. Yeah, man. I mean, I think the teams that we kind of stopped the run, they just stopped running the ball. I'm going to be honest. We haven't been able to stop the run since week 1. And when I say that, I mean we didn't. This team is not stopping the run right now. The DBs are blowing coverages. Jaden Daniels is able to just sit back and make throws at will. You didn't see too many times where the ball was in harm's way. With Jaden Daniels. You didn't see that too often. I did not have the Commanders sweeping us in my books, man. We're entering a sad state in Giants fandom this year, y'all. We really are. We really are, man. Shout out to everyone in the chat, man. Everyone that's tuning in once again. There ain't really too much to touch on this team besides being aggravated, but that's what we're here for, man. Feel free to rant in the comments. Let me know your opinions on this team. Let me know how you felt watching this game. And Cam Ward, Shador Sanders, Nuss out of LSU. Is it time to start talking about it? Is it time? I think so. Jay Rez was good. He said, this team can't even win me my parlays. You should know better. Do not bet anything on the Giants, man. No player props. No game bets. No anything. Nothing on this team. I started Tyrone Tracy. We couldn't even get my boy a touchdown, man. That's what I needed. Titty saying, also, like, we are probably one of the most talented bad teams in the NFL. Dex, Neighbors, Illuminar, Burns, Kayvon, Ojolari, Tyrone, Singletary, Okereke. We can't win with solid talent. So there's 2 sides to this coin. Obviously, one, bad coaching and a bad team overall, bad execution. Doesn't matter what names you have on the field. If you're bad, you're bad. The other flip, maybe these guys that we feel like are really good aren't as good as we think. Dex, for sure. Neighbors, I still think for sure. Illuminor, maybe not. Burns, maybe not. He's had some good games, and then he has quiet games. Today was a quiet game, and against the Commanders' O-line that was missing their left tackle, unacceptable. Kayvon, maybe he's not as good. Ojolari looks solid. Tyrone, I'm not going to argue it, but Singletary, Okereke, maybe these players are not as good as we think, man. We might be overvaluing them ourselves. We might be overvaluing them ourselves, man. Other than talent, other talented team, probably as bad as us, is Miami. And realistically, Tidgy, and everyone in the chat that's listening to me, man, people can speak on bad teams like Miami, but Miami was out without their quarterback, and they were losing games. They lost a shootout today against the Bills. I mean, that's the Bills. But it's hard to win games when you don't have your quarterback. We see it in Miami. And, hey, right now I think we're seeing it in New York. Ant was good. He said that is the fact, Juke. Maybe these guys we think are really good because we catch them 24/7 aren't really good. It's facts, bro. That's what I'm saying. We might be overvaluing them. They look good. They sound good. It seems good. But it might not be as good as we thought. Tiji with the great point here, man. Okereke has definitely regressed since last season. 100%. 100%. That might be scheme-wise, but he's definitely not flying around and making plays like he did last year. And it's probably a little bit of the scheme. Under Wink's system, maybe it fit a little bit better. You're not seeing him kind of make the plays that he was making last year. I mean, this guy had a couple interceptions last year. We have one on the team. One on the team. I think it's definitely a scheme thing, and they definitely are not the same guys right now. Dex is the only player you can probably plug in anywhere, and he's probably going to be able to dominate because it's a physical thing with Dex. But clearly, it's a scheme thing. Okereke was signed on this team to be in Wink's scheme. Obviously, as a player, if you're a stud, you're going to play in every other scheme. But the point is, they brought him in to play in that scheme, and he played probably his best year as a linebacker. Also, there's a third one. Maybe our players just don't have a drive to play for the Giants. That's usually how it is, man. It's sad. At this point, like I said, I feel like it's almost like the Giants defense is quitting out there. I really do. I feel like they're quitting right now. Other than Burns, them same players made plays in Wink's defense. Shaking my head. That's facts. That's facts. But if you look at it, right, like Xavier McKinney didn't have 6 interceptions, and it could be a crazy run. But Xavier McKinney didn't have the interceptions that he's getting right now for us. Definitely, you could look at it for that scheme, but it speaks on it's a lot more than just interceptions. He's balling out with interceptions, but he was a mentor to probably these DBs. G-Man was good. He says offense wakes up a little bit in the second half, and defense can't stop big plays. We are just a bad team. Full stop. Jaden Daniels looks so calm, like a true leader should. That's what I'm saying, man. Tim my cat to the Commanders. Overall, Jaden Daniels looks like the real deal. We knew that. Today, it wasn't the flashiness with running around the field. It was just making the plays that needed to be made. That last drive to go out and into the half, they get the ball after half. That last drive before the half ended where he hits De'Ami Brown. De'Ami Brown makes people miss. Bad tackling by the Giants. But to set up their team to be able to take a shot to Terry McLaurin on the left side, and he scores a touchdown on Deontay Banks. Like a true quarterback, man. The second half, they didn't score a single touchdown, but they moved the ball at will. They really did. Tidji saying Shane Bowen may not just fit with our defense. Bill Belichick DC next season. If Shane Bowen's here next season, if Shane Bowen is not here next season, after 1 year with this team, when this team has looked like a top 10 defense at times, leading the league in sacks, and I don't know if they lead it after today because they didn't have a single one. If he's gone, that means they clean sweep the whole place. I'm going to be honest. If you don't see Shane Bowen back next year, because once again, he's only been here for a year. We added Drew to fit in the slot, but it's clear that Deontay Banks is not a DB1. He doesn't have a DB1, so I can't complain about, the corners out there. Linebackers, we didn't change anything. We kind of just kept the same linebackers hoping it would work, and right now it just hasn't. So, yeah, if Shane Bowen's not here next year, man, it's going to be because we clean sweeped the house. So, once again, man, what are the odds that you think Daniel Jones is benched next week? What are the odds? I think they're going to look at the easy matchup and keep Daniel Jones in there, but I don't think he should be out there, man. I don't think he should be out there. G-Man saying we might be 0-6 in the division. It's getting harder and harder to stick up for this management team from top to bottom. That's what I'm saying. As much as everyone wants a quarterback, you got to realize, man, if we continue to lose games like this, GMs, coaches, players, they're getting fired, man. They really are. It's hard to lose that many games and keep your job. Barkley just made a stupid play in a good way. Check it out. I've been checking out the game. On the bright side, Tennessee won, so I think we're number 2 in the draft right now. I don't think we're going to be number 2 because it's going to be Panthers won today too. So the Panthers got 2 wins under their belt now. You still got the Browns who we beat. So the Browns are going to be higher than us, I believe. And what other teams are still ahead of us? The Titans should be ahead of us because they have 3 wins. So we'll fall below, or I guess above Tennessee. But yeah, let's see if they posted up an updated draft order. I don't believe so. 2025. So right now, New England still holds, which I don't know exactly if this is going to be accurate on every single website. So I'll throw up my screen here. Tankathon. Giants sitting at the number 6 overall pick, 2-6 record. Behind this team will select the quarterback. 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 There's still, my fault, y'all. How am I not sharing the screen? How am I not sharing the screen? So as I'm saying here, make sure that this stuff is getting highlighted. Yep. This team will select the quarterback. This team will select the quarterback. This team will select the quarterback. And this team will select the quarterback. So we got a lot of work to do, y'all. There's still a lot left in the season. But right now, as it slates, the Giants are sitting at 6. And who knows? If Jacksonville loses, are they going to be above us or below us? There's a couple of teams here that things can still shake out. But a lot of quarterback needy teams ahead of us, man. A lot of quarterback needy teams ahead of us. So there's some work to do if we want to go get a QB, man. And when I say work, I mean we got some losing to do. We're going to win a bunch of meaningless games at the end of the season. We're not going to get a legit quarterback. I can feel it. That's the reason why we're here. That's the reason why we're here, man. Jaden Daniels could have been in blue if we didn't put in Tommy DeVito. He could have been in blue. Hey, but shout out to Daniel Jones with, trucking that defender. For his credit, shout out to him for chucking that defender. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. G-Man saying, first time I'm fandom, I'm openly rooting to lose every game. This crap has to stop. We need a true reset, and that starts with getting a young quarterback. We're going to see if we're going to be able to get one, man. We're going to see if we're going to be able to get one, man. Had to jump on the stream real quick, give you guys a live little interaction, live little reaction to this. I appreciate everyone that's been in the building, man. I will have a video out later tonight speaking on this loss, kind of diving into more about this game. But yeah, man, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Giants fall to 2-7. Everyone that wants us to tank, y'all should be rejoicing, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we will be back on this stream this week. Yeah, have a good one, man. Appreciate y'all.